Lost.
In 1998, Lost in Space became a #1 box office hit and made an impressive $300 million worldwide. The film's producer, Mark Koch, says as the film's success grew, so did his ego.
Lost in Space was hugely successful. Knocked Titanic out of first, set a record for the highest April. Now I went from here to here.
In a matter of weeks, Mark released a second successful movie called Black Dog. 2 back-to-back hits fed his already inflated ego.
April '98, Lost in Space came out, and April '98, Black Dog came out, 2 weeks apart, just by fate, so to speak. So I had 2 in the top 10 at the same time.
Not only was his ego getting out of control, so was his Hollywood lifestyle.
I partied hard. I worked hard, don't get me wrong. I'd be there Monday, sometimes looking like something the cat drug in, okay? My weekends were hard. I did things I shouldn't have been doing.
All of his Hollywood success came at a high price. Mark's family, his wife and 4 kids, was in ruins.
The family was such a mess. And I thought I had all that because I still had money. And, you think you're at the top, but it was over. So all my worldly dreams came true. But yet, you're at the top of this mountain, and you're looking down, and you're saying, oh my God, look at all these things that I did to get to where I'm at now. And what's up here? What's really up here? Nothing. You look down and you see nothing.
Mark's wife, Stephanie, a Christian, wasn't ready to give up on her husband. So she and a close friend convinced Mark to go to church. Mark says it felt like the preacher was talking directly to him, and he had to ask God to change his life.
So I'll never forget it. Getting up to have the altar call, do the Lord's prayers. Father, I'm a sinner. I give my life to you. Change me. Use me. I accept you as my personal Savior. I went up there and did that prayer, and it just felt like, wow. You could feel from here all the way down. Wow. I felt the relief. Okay? It was an amazing, amazing experience.
Mark and his family reunited. He asked God to change his life completely. But he never would have imagined what happened next. All of the money and fame were stripped away.
Out of nowhere, I started getting lawsuits. I had a $42 million judgment put against me on one particular lawsuit. On Black Dog, 2 of our stuntmen got severely burned. I had a huge scrap steel business that was making huge monthly income, gone. So National Steel canceled their contract. It was about a $4 million contract, gone. So now, when you're used to spending 30, 40 grand a month on your bills and your income's wiped out, you just see it all coming down.
Mark lost his home, his cars, everything. Even finding money for food was a challenge.
I'm broke. My family's broke. So we literally sat down and rolled quarters. I remember it. I had big things like that to feed to get McDonald's, to get the meal for the day.
Mark couldn't get a job anywhere. He couldn't even get a low-level position because of his reputation as a successful Hollywood producer. Finally, he took a job as a used car salesman.
And I said, Lord, you got to help me. Yeah, you got to help me. I had a lot of pride. I had a lot of ego. The old story, ego stands for excluding God out. So the best lesson I learned is to appreciate the things that God blesses you with, but also not to take advantage of them and think that you did it.
Over the past 10 years, Mark has learned to follow God's plan for his life and has found success in his marriage, his family, and his business. Mark worked hard. Then he got a call from Hollywood to help promote the film, The Passion of the Christ.
I always said to myself, I will never get back in the film business. Never. And, never say never, of course.
And now he's about to release another film called The Perfect Game. It's a family movie based on a true story and will be in theaters this August.
First, I'm thankful for my wife, thankful for my children, I'm thankful for my health. Each day without Christ in your life is a wasted day. It's nothing. It means nothing. It doesn't matter about your financial success. It doesn't matter what you have, your worldly things, nothing. And you have nothing without Christ.